Success in business has a lot to do with knowing something others do not know. Imagine if you knew the full contact information for every person who is in market actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell. Every day, your customers commit hundreds of behaviors pre-purchase, behaviors that leave irrefutable proof that they're preparing to buy what you sell. Our software collects and analyzes these behaviors in order to generate all of your company's in-market leads. If you had these in-market leads delivered weekly, what would the economic upside be for your company? This would produce more new customers at a lower cost per acquisition, giving you a major competitive advantage over your competition. If I could identify and give you the name, address, phone, and email of prospects that are right now in market actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell, could you close them? We know who is in market right now for any product or service, B2B or B2C, in real time, including your company. Not only can we point them out, we can tell you their full contact information. These are prospects who are actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell. We currently track the online behavior of 100 to 120 million people, growing to 180 to 210 U.S. consumers across 5 billion URLs. Every day, we collect 10 to 15 billion real-time in-market behaviors, things like URL-level navigation behavior, keyword search behavior, campaign response behavior, social media behavior, mobile behavior, content consumption, even transaction behavior. This is an anonymous behavior. We know who the person is for each and every behavior. Have you ever been retargeted? We use the same technology, but with one key difference. Instead of placing the retargeting cookie when someone visits a website, we place the cookie during a transaction, when the consumer is buying something. There's several reasons why this is critical. By doing it during a transaction, we know we are targeting a human being and not a bot. During the transaction, the consumer passes us an identifier, typically an email, which is then attached to a cookie. That cookie email connection enables us to track them personally inside our behavior database. In any market, only 3% are ready to buy right now. All commerce is driven by this 3%. All sales at your company, all sales at your competitor's company is driven by this 3%. These are your high probability leads, your quickest profit opportunities, the only people worthy of your limited ad budget. Those leads you will get the greatest impact from. What we're able to do is analyze that real-time behavior to determine who is in market actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell. Here's how we do it. We look at the visitors to your website and onboarded sales in order to know what behavior we need to focus on. Take a sale, for example. Let's say Jim just bought from you. We take Jim and go back 6 months into our behavior database and we lay out Jim's chronological path to purchase. We then do that for sale number 2, 10, 50, 100, 200, and by layering each chronological path to purchase, one over the top of the other, we start to get a crystal clear signal of what we need to look for. With every person we lead score is in market, we track that prediction by using our Smart Pixel on your website and onboarding sales in a closed loop analysis. This perpetual feedback loop enables us to continuously recalibrate our front-end targeting algorithm. It's called auto-optimization. Bottom line is you can't improve what you don't measure. We measure your conversion in order to deliver the right targeting on the front. We help you generate affordable new customers by producing 3 types of leads: in-market leads, site visitor match leads, onboard alert notification leads. In-market leads. This is a lead that is actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell. Based on their online behavior, multiple behaviors in a tight window of time, 30, 50, 100, even up to 1,000 individual behaviors. There's no doubt when looking at all the URL level navigation and all the keyword search, this lead is preparing to buy what you sell. This lead will lower your first click cost by 50 to 75%. Why? Because you now own the data versus paying on a usage basis for targeting data. With in-market leads, there's zero ad spend waste, lowering your new customer cost per acquisition. No more bad ad spend, no more targeting prospects who have no interest in what you sell. In-market leads deliver a great impact per ad dollar. This is your 3% that are ready to purchase. In-market leads are one of the fastest paths to profits. I say one of because it's not the fastest. The next type is site visitor match. This is an in-market lead that's actively pursuing a purchase of what you sell and has visited your website. They're considering buying from you. They just need to overcome that last bit of friction. And when you become a client, we will show you how to do this. Just so you know how to do this, the answer is incentive. For traffic generated to your website outside of our leads, we can match back 10 to 40% of your website visitors' contact information. For traffic generated by our leads, we can match back 100% of your website visitors' contact information. Site visitor match leads give you ownership over your best profit opportunities, your quickest path to profits for new clients. The last type of lead is called onboard. This is an alert notification. This is where you can onboard past clients so you can know the exact second your past clients get back in market, as well as onboard CRM leads so we can alert you that they're still in market. The possibility that a past client buys from a competitor will be prevented because we alert you the instant your past client is in market. This way you can pick up the phone and give them a call immediately as a former customer and prevent brand migration. Why does in-market leads matter? It's the best use of ad spend to generate profits. It's going to give you the greatest impact. It's permanent. There are no bots. Real-time and market buying used, not demographic profiles. It's portable. It allows for multi-channel and multi-touch. You can display your ads on Facebook, Google, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, email, direct mail, outbound calls. Visibility. You need to put your message in front of your marketplace, and that can be very expensive. By focusing on in-market leads, you can affordably do this. Your prospects can't buy from a company they don't know exists. Frequency. Your prospects need to see you every day in order for them to master your message. To do this correctly, you need to spread it across multiple channels or it'll be annoying. Consistency. Every prospect is at a different point in the sales cycle. How do you put perfect timing in your favor with a prospect? Consistency. Recency. A study showed that 30% of sales say they bought from the most recent ad that they've seen. Repetition. Breaks down resistance and gains the acceptance of new ideas. Reflection. When prospects reflect back on a message, they optimize their learning about the message. You can't take action on something you can't remember. And finally, re-engagement. The more people re-engage with the message, the better they remember it. Engagement is the pathway to action. Tons of clients are closing our in-market leads, and sadly, some do not. The reason for the latter is easy to understand. These were companies whose idea of educating people is telling these prospects they've got something for them to buy. Hopefully that's not you, because if it is, then our program is not for you. Please understand, these are not magic beans. Our clients who close left, right, and center understand the secret to lead generation response, the underlying process of lead nurturing. We do not work with every business. We only work with one business per vertical per geographical area. Please click the link below to complete a quick application to see if your company is eligible for our in-market leads program. Hopefully you apply before your competition. If your company meets the qualifications, the next step is for us to do a test. During the test, I will get a solid direction on tightening the targeting and the monthly volume you will get. Everything we do is custom. You see, we do not do this on a per lead basis, but a subscription. I want you to have all the quality in-market leads we can produce. This way you're renewing month after month.